How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. This is round 3, GAC, November 14. My only hold on defense was Boba Fett lead with Chrysanthemum and Greedo. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing. It got 3 holds and it's the only, well, 2 holds and then it lost. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to keep trying that. I think it got a hold in a previous match. Anyway, so finish out the week. This was a really good GAC match. I think it was a lot of fun, and there's some really cool stuff here if you hang around. Later on, after this ridiculous, like almost timeout match here, which doesn't actually need to time out, but you just basically... Well, it just goes on forever. I'll explain in a second, maybe, if I can get back to it. But down the line here, check out the timestamps down below. And there's, let's see, there's Profundity destroying Executor. And then I defeat the opponent's Executor with Executrix. Not Executor, Profundity. My Executrix versus their Profundity. So yeah, my opponent put Profundity and Executor on defense, and I got them both. Super stoked about that. I actually lose because of myself. This one could have gone either way. Okay, here we go. All right, we got a whole bajillion stacks of mastery. Wait till a minute on the clock. You don't have to go so late, but this just kind of guarantees the win. First turn we take, and zap, there goes 2. And then watch this, one-hit wonder is... That's it. We just one-shotted. Full health and protection Jedi Master Luke. One shot. One hit. I love that. Yeah, you just basically, you link 2 people, you put it on automatic, basic only, so that, I mean, Bastila, Luke, and Wat can't kill you, so you just build up stacks of mastery every time they take a turn, and then you kill them. So I've had really good success with this one, but we just whiffed right there on our opening shot against Poe, and that was another mistake, my bad. I meant to attack Finn, Resistance Hero Finn, I think is way more dangerous, and I whiffed. I attacked the wrong guy, and we didn't get the RNG. It's an 80% chance to stun. We just didn't get it, and we lose. So moving on, we'll just scratch that one, you know, let it be what it is. This one here, we're gonna go, we've got Slicker versus Lord Vader DataCron. He does have the cooldown reduction over there, and so this is really nerve-wracking, of course, right? I mean, the Lord Vader DataCron, every single one of those in every territory war my guild does, both sides, we put them on the front row defense, and we watch them accumulate 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 holds. It's no fun, as everyone knows. So anytime you can one-shot it, it's just a feel-good moment. So even though I lose this GAC, I can't help but walk away from it with a huge sense of accomplishment and satisfaction, which is what a good game should be, I think, right? So SWGOH has so many problems, but I think this was a good experience overall. But of course, it could have gone either way. See, right here, I'm like, oh, do I ultimate? Do I ultimate? No, I hold off. Why do I hold off? We need to get into ultimate when he does his ultimate, so he doesn't debuff the snot out of us. See? Whiff. And we're gonna do a poke, and then a poke, just build up that mastery, and then a big swipe, and I think we're gonna have this at this point. Swipity swipe. We got the days. Poke. Well, I know we're gonna get it, and actually that was a strike. Somebody over in Reddit posted yesterday, a really good post, said, which strike do you like best? And they put all the different strikes in there. This game has something like 40 different attacks named something strike. Sith strike. Incredulous strike, power strike, lunging strike. It's really kind of ridiculous. Die Vader, die Vader, die, die, die. Happy about that. My favorite one was invigorating strike. Like, invigorating makes you feel energetic, happy, alive, right? So it's like, that's very psychopathic, right? You strike someone with a lightsaber, lob off a limb, and you feel energized from that. It's like, woo, that was fun. That was really good. I feel invigorated. Is there another head to cut off? I mean, it's like poor heads rolling on the ground, and it's all like, please, sir, can I have some more? Wow, invigorating strike. I never considered that. So yeah, the name was pretty silly. I don't know if any of you all have ever played Dragon Champions. I really enjoyed Dragon Champions. I played it for about a year, and I actually liked it way more than Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for a while. Eventually, though, I got out of it because they were releasing 2 characters every single month, and I just didn't see any new content happening. They did introduce like their version of Granary and Champions that I thought was a lot more fun, just because it was a little comical. They called it Battlegrounds, but I was having to do like 12 Battleground matches, and it was like every day or every other day. And then there was this arena thing. I don't remember, but I counted one day, and I did like 40 something battles in one day. Now, mind you, they were faster, but it was like 40. Man, this is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. And so I dropped the game one day, uninstalled, never went back. And I spent, I don't know, I spent maybe $200 in the game. I really did like it. The developers were great. Their community manager was super, super social. I mean, you could talk to her on Discord. I almost said WeChat. That's a Chinese thing. This Luke kicks my butt. I get owned right here. Totally. Like, I'm not putting out hardly any damage. Maybe I should have gone after Luke instead of Chewbacca there, because I know he's beefier. But wow, like, I win 5v5 almost always, but that's when I have Han Solo and Chewie there. 3v3, I'm pretty impressed by this. But wait till we get to the next one, when I try to take him on with Piett, Thrawn, and Royal Guard, who you're probably thinking, well, duh, that's going to lose. And it does. It loses. It loses spectacularly. But wow, just wait till you get there. It's crazy, the RNG. Besides the fact that it was probably destined to lose. Hey, this is a recent discovery of mine. And it's not my discovery, actually. I saw it on, I don't remember where I saw it. Somebody mentioned this. I got a Relic 4 nest, not perfectly modded at all. And that's a Relic 6 Maul. What is that? Relic 5 Odo, Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Changeling, great show. And then that Boca Trash is like Relic 5 or 6. I don't like saying Boca Trash because I picked that up from a very, very popular YouTuber with like 215,000 subs. But he says Boca Trash all the time, and I just feel like not every character has to be good, and if they're not good, that doesn't mean they're bad. They could be a placeholder. Sometimes they provide a niche function. I just don't like thinking of a character as trash. Because I think if you just start to label your characters all as trash, you know, then it actually devalues the game, in my opinion. And I like the diversity of games, and I like that not all characters are you know, epic. I actually just created a new alt account. Yep, made an alt, and I've been playing it on my iPad. I played this account exclusively on my phone, but I made the alt account for my iPad because, well, I wanted to say a couple reasons. Okay, here we go. Hang on, I'll get back to that alt in a second. Okay, here we go. We're gonna fracture Luke, which was another mistake. Should have fractured Chewpio because he assists with 3PO, C-3PO. All right, but anyway, that's okay. So we got him. But look at that. Did you see that? 4 attacks. That Chewbacca just attacked 4 times in a row, and I don't understand how the hell he did it. And then here we go, 2, 3. Just took 3 turns in a row right there. I don't understand that. All right, now watch this. We're gonna try to stun him down. We're gonna maybe I already missed it, but Luke dodges. Yeah, we missed it. Luke dodged back to back after Chewpio took 7 turns to my 1. Now I know that one or two of those turns were assists from C-3PO, but so C-3PO takes a turn, Chewpio assists. Chewpio takes a turn. My Thrawn was faster. And yes, I had fractured the other guy. But my Piett has like 340 speed. Hell of a lot faster. And yet, he attacked 4 turns to my 1. I totally at a loss for that. Not to mention we never stunned anyone with either Thrawn or Royal Guard. Whatever. Finally get a win out of Malak here. I did put in the Kyra there for the added tenacity, and the other, was it Kyra? Not Kyra. Traya for the other stuff. And then I threw in another Sith. It was just because I don't want to lose. Having lost already to CLS twice at this moment, I just did not want to risk losing, so I'd rather sack banners to try to ensure the win, even though this one was just ridiculously scary. So anyway, back to the alt account. So yeah, speaking of that other YouTuber with 250,000 subs, we all know who I'm talking about. Arnold has an alt account that he really enjoys. His is totally free to play. I did spend a little bit my first couple days just to skip the first week, basically. And he actually inspired me to start an alt account a little, probably unintentionally. But as he points out over and over again, and I think he's right, the alt account pre-DataCron is a whole lot more fun, I'm finding. I really enjoy right now my level 50 whatever account. I think I'm 51 as of right now. Because in Arena, there's no DataCrons. And there's no GLs. And it's just a lot more level playing field. And I actually really enjoy it. Now, a second reason I started the account is because I've actually had some debates with people online, and some early new players have asked, like, are these Inquisitors worth going after? Of course, the general reputation of them is trash, and but I don't really agree, and I kind of wonder, as a new player, are they worth pursuing? Speaking of Inquisitors, here we go. We're gonna just destroy this team with Grand 8th. No, who is that? Grand 9th and whatever. 7th, I think. I don't know who I'm going to use. Oh, it looks like 7th and 2nd. Going against... I just keep jumping around here. Taking Inquisitors up against Nest seems like a really bad idea because they don't put out a lot of damage, and that is one of the fallacies people have of them. They actually can put out a lot of damage. And we're going to see that because we are going to destroy that Nest. It does take... You have to align the planets, though. You have to build up your buffs. You have to stun Nest. You have to wait for Nest to take that turn, ideally stunned, so that she doesn't recover health. You need to get health down or healing immunity on her. So you got to line it all up, and you got to get all those offensive buffs on Second Sister or even Grand Inquisitor, and then get the 6 stacks of Purge, so that either Second Sister just goes, with a big jump slash through the heart kill, or Grand Inquisitor goes triple tap with the true damage on the end. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up because it's going to take about a minute and a half or so to line up what I was talking about. You see, we're doing pretty good, actually. So what we're saying, back to the Inquisitors. Are Inquisitors a viable early game, mid-game team? So in my alt account, I am focusing hard initially on Rebel fleets. I'm going to go straight for Rebel fleets, and then I'm going to bypass that and probably go to Executor. But in the process of Rebel fleets followed by Executor, I'm aiming to get a CLS squad. However, my number one focus for testing and for fun, because I like the squad, is going to be Inquisitors. So right now at level 51-ish, I have my Inquisitors are the most powerful squad, and I'm holding top 40 in Arena, which is interesting because within 2 days of joining the Shard, there were 2 people at least who had bought the the hyperdrive bundle. Now the top 30 or so people have bought hyperdrive bundles. And you can tell because like icons change colors, I think, in the home screen, like the gold turns silver or something. Not to mention suddenly when a team pops up and everybody's level 85 stars simultaneously, it's like, bundle, hyperdrive bundle. So anyway, my Inquisitors, I'm going to pursue them to know for real if my opinion actually jives with reality. So I'll probably post some vids from that alt account if anyone's interested, because right now, like I said, at level 50, I think 72,000 total galactic power, my Inquisitors are my top squad. They're going to be really, really hard to farm, though, because 4 of them are on hard nodes, so it's going to take me a while to do that. But I'm just curious. I also think there's more coming to them. But again, like as a new or free-to-play account, and it's not going to be a free-to-play account, I'm too impulsive. I will buy here or there when I feel like it. But are they a decent early mid-game team? And I'm going to find out. Stay posted. What I will say is, of course, with all the conquest feats, with all the galactic challenge feats, with obviously requirements in Territory Battle 3, which who knows if I'll see that with this. I did manage to find an Ewok-focused guild that accepted me, even though like they have like a 2 or 3 million minimum GP balance. They're like, oh yeah, you can come join us. I had to show them my main account Ewoks and be like, I promise. So they've taken me in. I think the name of the guild is like Murder Bear Cubs, I think, MBC. Murder Bear Cubs, MBC. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I'm so new to it. But yeah, so they took me in, and I'm able to grow it. Okay, here we go. Executrix, who I recently took Tarkin from R3 to R5, put 6-dot mods on him. I'm about to give him his Zeta. Why? Because I think Scythe is going to make this fleet insane. But here we go. So this is pretty straightforward. I got this from Bit Dynasty, and he was pointing out that the AI pretty much always attacks Vader first. So this is the lineup that he recommends. I ran with it: Vader, Extinction Bomber, and then the shuttle. So you open with just surviving, then you do a basic, you wait for Extinction Bomber to take a turn, you fly over everybody, you drop the concussion mines or whatever they are, because when they go boom, and they do, it dazes the opponents. And when they're dazed, Outrider Rebels don't assist. And that shuts down their dodge mechanic, not dodge mechanic, the download mechanic, and it prevents, well, them from doing what Rebels do, right? Like, so the trick is just making sure they don't get cleansed by getting 3 debuffs, which they just did, but they still have burning when you bring in the first reinforcement, which is the TIE Bomber. Once they get that burning on them, Rebels just fall apart, right? It's so easy. So they can't heal, they can't assist, they just slowly die. So when the TIE Bomber enters the battlefield, it applies that burning across the board. So your TIE Bomber's first turn needs to be a basic, so that when it comes around for its second turn, it reapplies burning to keep that going. And if you happen to be able to keep your Extinction Bomber plus your TIE Bomber there, man, does this just like clean up pretty quick. I also, of course, have my second sister ready to come in. Even though Vader died, she's normally a pretty big hitter. So we're going to hopefully drop Outrider and the Falcon pretty quick, which we just did. Once Outrider's down, this is really, really easy overall. There's still, of course, a high chance that if you go slow, then the Profundity is going to chase you away. But nope. This was honestly my first time ever attempting this strategy. Interesting timing, because Bit Dynasty posted his video like 4 days ago, and then I did this, maybe even 3 days ago, and it worked first time out the door. So awesome. Totally works. Executrix versus Profundity. All right, Malevolence. People keep telling me how much fun Malevolence is, and I'm starting to agree with them because of that right there. First shot basically took out TIE Bomber. who I was just talking about being, all that in a bag of Cheetos. My Malevolence is only 6-star. My Hyena Bomber is 6-star. My Vulture Droid is 5-star or something. So my fleet is pretty awful. And all my Geos are Gear 12. So relative to what I'm up against here, it's pretty bad. Like, I absolutely should not be able to win this. And I'm not going to. Now, we're going to have to mop this one up in just a second. And I'm going to go in and mop it up with Home 1. Speaking of Home 1, wow, my guild just ran into a whole wall of Home 1s. That was... I defeated 2 of them, and they were way harder than I expected. Like, I really love the Home 1 fleet, and I know them very well. So I was thinking I would just destroy them rather quickly, but how did they do it? So it was Home 1. They had Outrider, Falcon, and I think they had Y-Wing, and some of them had Outrider, Falcon, Biston. And I thought, this is just really, really odd. Like, why would you do that? And it turns out having Biggs come in as the reinforcement, like if you go in there with... I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. They did not do the standard Biston Biggs Falcon lineup. And it was just really weird because, like, I think it was kind of luring you in as a trap by shifting up the expectations, the turn orders, and just making it a more unique engagement, right? So, like, normally what to do. Battle starts, you do this, you attack that, you don't use this special, whatever. But when it's not the fleet you're expecting and then somebody shows up to join the battlefield, like when a starter comes in as a reinforcement, the battlefield dynamics are different than what would be standard, and it really threw me off. So it was weird. I might try that. I absolutely might try that, but I don't know. Anyway, we're just coming in here to clean up now with our handy-dandy Raven's Claw. Thank you, Biggsy, there for the assist. It's actually pretty interesting how much harder Biggs and especially Biston punch with Raven's Claw on the board, because it's like a 30% bonus offense. Here's where I lose this week. I lose because I forgot how much Adrad punishes Empire. And I use up, like, these Ewoks. I really do sincerely 100% believe that these Ewoks would have beat that Admiral Raddus team. Absolutely believe that. Chirpa, Wicket, Poplu with the Omicron. But I used them here to take out the Separatists, and this was just so easy. Ironically, Newt by himself is way harder than Newt with Wingmen. I should go read the kit again to see if Newt is alone, if he gets bonuses, because he starts to, like, really annoy the snot out of me right here. Anyway, so I think that these Murder Bears with the Omicron and a Datacron or whatever, even without that, I think I would have been able to beat Admiral Raddus with them. You're probably shaking your head going, no way. Well, you don't know my bears. They're good. They punch way above their weight class. But anyway, because I use my bears there, and then I use First Order here, I basically had nothing but B teams and Empire. Like, I saved my Imperial Troopers. I have my second Inquisitor squad, which might have been able to beat this Hux team here, the other Inquisitors. Might have. I would not hold my breath to it because that Sith Trooper punches really hard. But I love how my trio beats their trio when they have an Omicron and I don't. Ha ha. To your Omicron. But yeah, so because I leave just the Imperials, like, Inquisitors are Empire, which I forgot about. I totally forgot they're Empire. I was like, crap. And then, of course, the Imperial Troopers, they're Empire. And Admiral Raddus just wipes Empire. Like, it's not even fair. So I put myself in that situation without thinking about it, just not realizing what I was doing. Just celebrating the wins, going, whoo, I won again, Murder Bears win, yay! First Order be First Order, even though it wasn't a balanced playing field. Yay! And then here we go. Look, I got Jedi. These Jedi would have beat that Raddus team. My Murder Bears would have beat this team. You're like, no, yes, they would have, because Dash would have opened up, he would have dazed us all down, and then immediately after that, Paploo would have gone second, and he would have cleansed off Chirpa. Chirpa would have put Retribution up, or he would have just done an AoE or whatever. With the Omicron, we would have been attacking a heck of a lot, just like these guys are. I would have been faster than this team. Yeah, I would have won here. And then I could have saved these Jedi for Admiral Raddus. Those guys would have beat Raddus. So when I realized what I had done, I was like, well, crap, what do I do? Oh, man. I was like, I wonder if Geonosians can do it. And not at Gear 12. No. Absolutely not. So anyway, basically at this point, you're just going to get to watch me just like, if you stick around. I'm going to throw like 7 or 8 teams at that Raddus. I am going to be Qui-Gon here with the Imperial Troopers. And this turned out to be a lot easier than expected too. Probably because Cam there is still like, what is that, Gear 9, 10, 11? I don't know what color that was. Oh, that's Gear 11. Yeah, he's Gear 11. But we get a nice punch bot face there on Big Head. And that takes him down to no health. Of course, he's going to get that back. All right, should have opened just straight up on Qui-Gon. But that's okay. Here we go. So good there. We get some turn meter gain. Good punch. Down goes Qui-Gon. All right. So not so worried about Cam because he's Gear 11. Ahsoka's the bigger threat. So we're going to need to do something about that. Here we go. Basic. Basic, not getting assistance from Punchy Bot. There we go, Punchy. Alright, big hits on their part. Uh-oh. See, it's looking a little scary here. Okay, we get Armor Shred, no assist, of course. I don't know how the assists really work with Imperial Troopers. I know the Piett calls an assist. I don't know. Nice little AoE. Almost had Ahsoka. There we go. And dodge. Oh, we got lucky too. We didn't lose our leader. There we go. Good job. Good job, Gideon. Thank you so much for the win. All right. So from this point out, if you all want to stick around, I'm going to throw everything I got. 6 or 7 battles here. And it's going to be really funny. Everything is going to get obliterated quickly, except my other Ewoks. At the end of this, Tebow lead. Tebow holds on a hell of a lot. Tebow holds on almost as long as all the other squads do combined. It's really funny. Anyway, hey, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you later. Maybe I'll show some alt vids if you're interested. If you want to see those, what does it look like these days? Let me know in the comments, and I'll post something. All right? Thanks. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.